The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest back in the building. My sis, K Goddess, is here with me. What's up? What's poppin'?
Outside. We outside.
We outside. What's poppin'? How's life?
Life is crazy.
Life has been crazy for you. You got your Instagram back again.
Again? That's crazy. That is
Me and
crazy.
Kay talk about every time she loses her Instagram, she's like, you know anybody who could get Instagrams back? I'm like, yo, I really don't. Like,
but I know you be looking at me like, girl, you the one that got the person that get it back.
right? I'm like, you've got it back, mad time. Like, I know people who could get Instagrams taken down if they're fake pages. Like, if it's like a K Goddess with 4 S's, that's like scamming people. But I don't know who. I be wondering too. I'm like, damn, how you get your page back so many damn times?
Man, this time my page got deleted. The guy that usually get my page back, he told me, so I don't know what's the issue with it, but he told me that somebody offered him $50,000 to delete my page permanently. And a celebrity. He wouldn't tell me what name.
I saw you say that, yeah.
But that's what he told me. And so I think he like temporarily deleted my page and collected that 50K. I ain't gonna cap. I think he did that. Because he got my page back this time and for free this time. So I'm like, why are you trying to do it for free this time?
I ain't gonna lie, 50K is a lot of bread to get someone's page taken down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, like who would want to spend 50K just to get your page taken down?
That's corny. It's like every time I go up, I get knocked down.
But you always bounce back.
I do.
I was about to say, you always be bouncing back.
I do.
So you had the page taken. So how long? It was a while though, because I remember like there was a time where I didn't really see you on the gram. Like me and you would run into each other outside at like parties and showcases and shit, but I didn't really see you on the gram all that much or on social media in general, or making music too, for that matter.
My page was gone for 3 months, but before my page was gone, I was focused on my real life. Like I was moving, I had bought me a new car. I was doing so much in my real life to where I had stopped dropping music because I was focused on my real life. And by the time I got ready to drop music, my page was gone. So altogether, I didn't drop a record in 6 months, and it was crazy.
That's insane.
It was crazy.
But I did see the new car. Congratulations. That was
Thank
a while.
you.
That was a little while ago though, right?
Yeah, that was in December. Yep.
Okay, but we do have new music out right now, which is cool because like it's like, okay, I don't remember the last time I seen you drop this much music back to back.
Yeah. It's like I'm back on my road. They like, oh, okay, that's K Goddess. She back now.
Right, because like you got 2 videos out by the time people see this, right? Maybe more. So you got Count and Profit, and then obviously partnered? Wait, Gigs. Yeah, partner with Gigs. Pattern. Pattern. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong. It's been a long day. Pattern with Gigs, right?
Yep.
But the Gigs song has been around for a minute. You've had that.
Yeah, I had it in the cut for a year now. Literally a year. The day that it drops, June 9th, makes a year. I shot the video on June 9th, 2022.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how did you and Gigs first meet? Because I think around that time was when Gigs came to see me as well.
Yep. Me and Gigs met when I first started rapping in 2017. Gigs, I did a cover to Gigs' song, like a remix to his song. So that was the first record I actually ever dropped as an artist, was a Gigs remix song. And the team that I had around me at the time, you know, it was their idea. And they was like, you know, this guy is really big in the UK. If you remix this, that's how I became the first female in New York to do drill. Because the team around me was on the drill really, really hard. The producers, everybody, and they was like, yo, if you remix this song, it'll go viral. You could do this, you could do that. And Gigs will repost you because we haven't seen a female remix his record yet. And I dropped the remix, and the moment I dropped the remix, next thing I know, Gigs had followed me, he reposted it, and he showed me love. And then a few years later, in 2022, we actually finally linked up, and we did the record.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So he just, because I know big for him is like, if you show him love, he gonna always show us back.
Always, yeah.
Gigs ain't like one of those bougie people who was like, oh, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Like, if you fuck with him, he gonna fuck with you back.
Yeah.
That's fire. So what took a year to come out?
It took a year to come out because I'm an independent artist, and I just felt like I have a couple of big records in the stash with big artists, and I just felt like I didn't just want to drop it like how I do my records. Like I feel like I wanted some type of push behind it, and you know, I was shopping it around to the labels all year, and now it's like it's time to go. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I have been hearing you've been having some label meetings.
Yeah, a lot.
They've been going well.
They've been going on. You know what I'm saying? It's.
Do you feel like this has been like the most you've been like at these label meetings though? Like, this, like,
yeah,
the most
of course.
In like I was a short period of time too.
Yeah, of course. Because when I first came out, I had label meetings out the ass, like no tomorrow. And then I went like on a rampage of cursing people out and disrespecting a lot of executives and A&Rs and things like that. So it was a lot of bad talk about me in the labels. And, you know, fast forward, I learned my lesson, and, you know, K Goddess is a different version of herself than what she was in 2017, to where now everybody's starting to see the positive version of K Goddess. So, you know, revisiting the table and things like that is going great.
What have we learned, Kay?
I've learned to shut the fuck up. Word.
But I saw, like, even, like, well, I mean, you were talking, obviously, when, like, the whole drill conversation came about, like which women in which woman in New York City, or which group of women, whatever you want to say, started drill in New York City. And I think it was on, shout out Who's Outside was the one who posted it, who started the conversation. I think then what New York Sounds Like picked it up too.
Yeah.
If I'm not, it was a while ago, so if I'm saying this wrong, guys, don't kill me. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But for you, right, when that whole and the discourse, right, because I saw you like replying in the comments.
Yeah.
I saw you I'm like, bro, just leave it alone.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta stay out the comments.
I know you gotta stay out the comments, but for you, like when that conversation came up, like, obviously you're passionate about it, because right, you said that you were there at the beginning.
Yeah.
But for you, do you feel like when it comes to drill in New York, right? Like what is your current take on like drill right now in New York? And two, like when that whole conversation was going on, like what was going through your mind with dealing with the comments too? Because I feel like in the same situation, it reminds me of like someone like, I guess like when Busy was like, oh, I started certain lingo, and then people were like, oh, but you didn't start it, but it was like people who were brand new,
right,
who haven't been around. You feel like it's kind of like that too? Yeah,
of course. Right now on drill, I feel like it's kind of played out. Like I'm over it. I'm so tired of drill music when I hear drill now, because it's like, first off, they don't even really be rapping. It just be a bunch of nursery rhymes. That's one thing. The second thing is they rapping about a lot of stuff that they don't do. Drill used to be the it thing because so many people was rapping about what they actually did or was doing, and you know certain people was really like that. Yeah. To where now I feel like little kids is just doing drill just for clickbait and to diss dead people, and it's just it's weird or whatever. And when the conversation came about, which is crazy, I wasn't even like bringing the conversation up to genuinely just talk about how I was the first female in drill. What happened was somebody that I know did an interview, and in the interview, they was asked about female rappers in New York. And when they was asked about female rappers, they was asked about female rappers in general and then female drill rappers in New York. And when the person was doing the interview, it was people that was around the person that had to be like, K Goddess. And then the person was like, oh, K Goddess. Right. You know what I'm saying? And but they sent me the interview on some, yo, I'm showing you love. They text me the interview that day. So that got me super mad, because when I watched it, I was like, but you wasn't even the one that showed me love. It was the people in your camp that showed me love. Like, so that's what made me make the video. Like, you know, when a conversation come up with female rappers in New York or drill rappers in New York, I was the first one to do it. Because number one, I was. And even if the people don't feel like I wasn't the first one to do it, I was the first one to make it lit. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? When I came around, there was no females making noise with drill music at all. You know what I'm saying? So that was just it. A lot of people got mad about that, and still to this day, I still don't care. Right.
I feel like, you know, what you said about drill music right now, too, is like, it kind of is like, in a way, it's played out for sure. Yeah. I mean, I felt like there was like a different way that it got reinvented every couple months, but you know, like, I think like the last type of reinvention of the sound was with the dark Jersey beats. Where's Fritz? Shout out Fritz. Yeah. Fritz, you in the back? He's my Fritz is on the radar producer, but he's also produced with like S. Dot and them. But I feel like that was like the last type of like sound that drill had, and ever since then, like, I don't know, there hasn't been anything new,
attractive. Yeah,
there hasn't been anything new in the sound that's kind of been like, okay, like, or has like shocked me or have made me been like, okay, like this is
everything, you know, sound the same.
Everybody, and then like it's just kind of like, unfortunately, you know, you see a lot of people, they just all are locked up now. So, I think, I don't know, it's tough now, because it's like, now I feel like New York's in a weird place where it's like, okay, where do we go next? Like what sound do we adapt next? Where do we go? I think it's Detroit. I
know it's Detroit.
Yeah, it's Detroit.
For a fact.
It's got like
Detroit, Memphis, for a fact. Nobody can count, but it's always been that though, for some reason. Like, I've always been attracted to trap beats, trap records. Like, I don't know, it just do something to me.
Yeah, like, I think even now with Detroit, like, you look at kind of Philly has that Detroit sound right now with some of their artists, like YBC doing shit. And I think that's like, and I know New York artists got Detroit type beats.
Yeah.
or records on Detroit type beats. So now I'm just kind of like, I'm waiting for y'all to drop it because I've just been like sitting here like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm talking to like Skilla Baby, Vezo, all these guys about like how New York is really going to adapt that sound. I'm just kind of like waiting for it to finally
Shout out to Vezo. I have a record that he's jumping on, so I'm super excited
for
about
real?
that. Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Super
Like,
excited about that. Yeah.
On a Detroit type beat?
Yeah, it's a Detroit type beat. Yeah.
But
it's called Drug Dealers, and I'm super excited about that record.
So it hasn't been done yet?
It's done. No, he didn't get on it yet. I posted a clip of it on Instagram, and I sent it to him and was like, what you think about getting on this? And he's like, send it to me. And I sent it to him, so
tight.
I'm waiting for it back. Yeah.
That's tight. But like, you see, like even I think when Vezo was saying where you were saying, he said New York's taking care of everybody for so long in hip-hop that it's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with New York adapting and sound like Detroit.
Yeah.
And I think Detroit got it right now.
They do.
Too.
They do.
They got it right now.
Yeah.
So with you, right? Like, what else is in the plans for you right now? Like, what are we working on?
Well, now I'm signed to Tunecore as an independent artist.
Congratulations!
Love
that for you. Love that for you.
Yes. So Tunecore is like my machine now behind my music. So now I feel like I have some type of push to help me. I'm super excited about that. The views has been going up tremendously all around. Papoose is the head of hip hop at Tunecore. Yep. So Papoose is the one that brought me on board, and he's going super hard for me. It's like so many people that was giving me no in the labels and didn't like me because of what they heard about me. Papoose is changing their mind because he come from where I come from. So Pap is like, remember when y'all said this about me? And look where I'm at. Like, give her a chance. And I'm super excited to have somebody like that on board on my team. I have so many records in the stash. I'm dropping my first EP since 2020, I think it was. And August. I think it was since 2020. I dropped 3 EPs in 2020. Yeah, I think that was the last time I dropped an EP. So I'm dropping that in August, and right now Tunecore has me on a regimen of me dropping every 2 weeks, and then the EP. So I'm super excited.
I feel like that's what I tell everybody to do too. I'm like, yo, just drop every other week.
Yep.
Like I tell people, it worked for Shy K. It can work for you. It
work for NBA YoungBoy.
It works for YoungBoy. It can work for you too.
Consistency is key. Consistency is key.
And like especially now where it's like people ingest and like spit out so quickly, it's just like you might as well just keep throwing shit at them and waiting for like that big record to stick too.
Yeah, waiting for anything to just pop. Like, and that's what I'm doing right now. Well, that's what I've been doing. So I'm not even gonna just say right now. That's what I've been doing. But life started kicking my ass, so I had to like take a little pause, a little break, and just rejuvenate because I feel like last summer, I had a great summer last summer. And I had a lot going for myself, but I felt like I was outside too much. I felt like I made myself too accessible to too many people. And to where now it's just like, we just gonna focus on the music, you know. I don't really care to go outside. People know my name. People know I really rap. To where now, you know, I'm just staying focused.
Right. I love that for you. What's the EP called?
I'm thinking about calling it Topic of Conversation.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's different.
Feels like a good, like, kind of out the gate, we back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the topic of conversation. Bing, bang, boom, whatever. Like, I like that for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Shout out to Tunecore. Tunecore reached out to you, or how
Shout out to Tunecore. When I first came out as an artist, I used to drop music on Tunecore.
Okay, cool.
And then I switched over to DistroKid. You know, no specific reason. I just felt more comfortable with DistroKid or whatever the case may be. And then, how did it happen? Me and Papoose was talking about something. I can't remember what we was talking about. We was talking about something in general. And then Pap was like, I want to get in the studio with you. And I was like, all right, cool. So he was like, all right, bet. Pull up to the studio this day. When I went to the studio, this is when he told me everything. And he was like, I want to bring you on a Tunecore. And I said to Pap, I was like, am I going to be one of the females that they push? Like, you know, I'm not trying to come on board to something if it's not going to help me and I'm continue to do what I'm doing now. Like, told him that straight up. And Pat was like, you know, like, I got you. Like, you know, rock with me and I got you. And ever since then, it's been going good. You know, I was a little scared in the beginning. And I had a few, you know, distribution deals on the table. It was really between Tunecore and another distribution. And the other distribution, they was like more so telling me like, because we're going to push you with also this New York artist. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the industry, they like to have this stigma on my name of me being hard-headed. You know, so it was like, instead of me going into these distribution deals and things like that, and you telling me what the game plan is and things like this, but I feel like you bashing me or you coming at me or oh, because I heard this about you. We in a whole meeting talking about how you gonna push K Goddess music. Why are you telling me about rumors that's on my name? I don't give a fuck about no rumors. Like, let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the gameplay. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. So I decided to just go with Papoose because I felt like Papoose genuinely knew me and genuinely knew my heart and genuinely know how hard I go for my music career. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Shout out Pat, man.
Shout out to Papoose.
Shout out for Pat. He kind of took like a little mentorship role in that little.
Yeah,
bit
he's definitely like, he calls me, he keeps me on game. It's like I'm going through a what's that artist go through? Sweetie was talking about it.
Development?
Yeah, like an artist development. It's like
you.
Pap is fake putting me through like an artist development thing. So yeah, I like it.
That's fine. Well, I'm excited. New EP gonna be on the way. New freestyle by the time y'all see this, so go check that out. Ladies Night Cypher, of course, at 1M. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Before we get out of here, insane. Right?
Fire. We gotta do a new one. Shout out to our Ladies Night Freestyle. 1 point at this time, 1.6 million.
Hold on, let me find it.
It's at 1.3 now, but by the time this drop, it's gonna be at like 1.6 million.
Let me see.
Y'all know I was the first one to open up the Ladies Night Cypher.
1.3.
Yeah, we got that M behind our Cypher. So shout out to ours. Shout out to the new one because they walked.
Thank you.
And shout out to the new one we gonna do in the future.
There you go. Well, look, it's been a pleasure having you here as always. A new project on the way. Sis, you already know what time it is. Please don't jinx your Instagram on when I ask you this, but let the people know where they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Follow me at K Goddess Official on social media, at She's the Goddess on Twitter. We outside, K space GODDESS, K Goddess. I'm a Brooklyn bitch anyhow. You already know what's going on. Grita bow.
There you go. Make sure you go check out her gram. Go check out that new EP when it's out.
Yes.
Go follow her. Go show her some love. Go show her some support. Love is free, sports free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, K Goddess on the radar. We out. Bow.
Bow.